The new Breath of the Wild, or the sequel to it, it's not necessarily going to be related to Majora's Mask or inspired by it. What we showed you currently is a little darker. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for what's gonna come. Hey guys, Nishquick here, and I think I finally figured out the secret of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I honestly think that this game has the potential to be the darkest, grittiest, and most grim Legend of Zelda adventure we've had to date. So stick around till the end of this video to figure out exactly what I mean by that. And also, if you're excited for Tears of the Kingdom, how about you hit that like button and also subscribe to be free of Ganondorf's malice. And let's grow the Nishquick Pops family as much as we can before Tears of the Kingdom releases. Without further ado, let's talk about the big secret of Tears of the Kingdom and why I think it's going to be the darkest Legend of Zelda game ever. So I wanted to address that quick little quote that I talked about earlier. Basically, Eiji Aonuma, the producer of the Zelda series, was interviewed by IGN upon Tears of the Kingdom's initial reveal at E3 2019, when it was still called the sequel to Breath of the Wild. So here's the quote. It seemed like this is a dark twist on Breath of the Wild that reminded me of Majora's Mask. Was that on purpose? Mr. Aonuma responds by saying, "The new Breath of the Wild, or the sequel to it, it's not necessarily going to be related to Majora's Mask or inspired by it. It's just that it happened to be what we showed you currently is a little bit darker, and we're honestly still in production, so we can't really say exactly how it's going to turn out." Well, the interesting thing is the next trailer we got 2 years later at E3 2021 was not as dark. We saw the sky and things just looked a lot more vibrant. It had like a more divine, heavenly kind of presence to it. And then the third trailer where we had the title reveal of Tears of the Kingdom, it was more on the lighter side as well. But here's the thing, this latest trailer for Tears of the Kingdom we got at the February 2023 Nintendo Direct, it showed a lot of stuff that I did not expect. So let's actually take a look at this trailer and see some really interesting details that I missed on my first time watching it. So we can assume that at the beginning of the trailer, the voice that we hear is most probably Ganondorf, or the main villain of this game. We don't know 100% if it's Ganondorf, but it most likely is. But listen to what he says.
"Rise, rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors."
Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. And here's the important part. Leave no survivors. Oh boy. What is Ganondorf trying to do? Because look at this blood moon. This blood moon is the same blood moon in Breath of the Wild that resets the world and revives these enemies, but it's so much more powerful and more malicious in Tears of the Kingdom. It's creating new, stronger, more vicious enemy types like Redeads and these big bokoblins and different kinds of Lizalfos and Lionels and all that. But on top of that, malice is just seeping into Hyrule in so many different places. Like you see these pools of malice here and there. But here's the cool thing. You also see it in the underground. So this malice is just like seeping through everywhere, kind of corroding and corrupting Hyrule slowly but surely. But here's the kicker. Remember what I said, this can easily 100% be the darkest Legend of Zelda game we've ever gotten. But how could it reach those heights? I think it will because of that one last quote from Ganondorf. leave no survivors. So let me ask you guys this question. Did you guys see any NPCs in this game? Did you see anyone? Yeah, we saw Ganondorf. We saw that one mysterious woman who is either Zelda or Hylia or someone. But where is everyone in Hateno Village? Where are the Rito? Where are the Gerudo? Where are the Gorons? Where are the Hylians in Hyrule? That is one thing that this game will do. I am certain of it. I think Hyrule's inhabitants are dead. Yeah, that's pretty harsh. That's a pretty harsh reality. Leave no survivors? I think Ganondorf really meant it. This is the strongest he's ever been in any Zelda game. And he literally said it himself, leave no survivors. I think the champion's descendants, I think everyone in Hyrule Castle, all the Hylians, I think everyone is unfortunately gone. As you can see here, you can see these like small little wisps or motes that sort of remind you of the spirit flames in Breath of the Wild and even Twilight Princess. I think these are the lost souls of Hyrule who were eliminated during this apocalypse. And that's what this game is. Breath of the Wild was the post-apocalypse. Tears of the Kingdom is the apocalypse. At nighttime, when this blood moon is rising and spewing malice everywhere, Hyrule is at its lowest, darkest point. Hyrule is eaten away and crumbled and corroded by enemies and monsters and malice. But not only that, Hyrule's inhabitants are the victims of this. It's not even a calamity, it's a straight up apocalypse. So yeah, that's what I think Eiji Aonuma meant when we see Ganondorf wake up in that 2019 trailer. I think he really meant it when he said, what we showed you is a little bit darker, and I think it could get even darker, in the sense that Hyrule is in a apocalyptic, frenzied state, and also, Ganondorf is at his strongest, and on top of that, everyone is dead. What a interesting twist for this game, that everyone, they're gone. But I don't think that Hyrule will be empty. Like I said, these spirits and these motes will be spirits that you can sort of interact with, I'm pretty sure. Sort of like how you could do in Twilight Princess. I made a tweet the other day. If what I think happens in Tears of the Kingdom is actually what's going to happen, then I'm not ready for this game. And I was explaining to a friend what I meant, and I said, Breath of the Wild was a post-apocalypse. Tears of the Kingdom will be the apocalypse, but deadlier. Ganondorf is going to be much stronger than Calamity Ganon, and he'll release hell into Hyrule. I'll make a video on this soon, which is this video right now. But basically, I think this apocalypse and calamity we see in Tears of the Kingdom is going to be deadlier, and it's going to be worse than the calamity we saw 100 years prior to Breath of the Wild. Maybe it'll be even more destructive than the calamity we heard of 10,000 years prior to Breath of the Wild as well. Who knows? I'm very, very excited for this game to blow our minds, honestly. But I've been talking about all the dark stuff and grim stuff and all that stuff, right? What is going to be the saving grace of this game? Saving grace meaning like, what is the light, the positivity, the good stuff? Because even Zelda is like, I don't think you can stop Ganondorf. Well, whatever we can do and whatever we should do and must do, the answers lie up in the sky. Every time we're in the sky, things are chill, things are fine. And even when it's daytime, things just seem to be a little bit better, more manageable within Hyrule. I feel like once nighttime comes, that's when all hell breaks loose. But in the sky, even during the nighttime, during the evening times, things just seem a little safer. So maybe when all hell breaks loose in the nighttime down below in Tears of the Kingdom, that's our cue to go up into the sky and take refuge there. And figure out what Ganondorf wants and what the answers to this calamity and apocalypse are. So with all the destruction and devastation and annihilation and all of that Ganondorf has done to Hyrule, and with all these people supposedly dead and gone, I think I know why Nintendo was hiding this title from us. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, the tears of the fallen people of Hyrule, who wish for Link and Zelda to rebuild their beloved Hyrule Kingdom, and the tears of Zelda, and maybe even Link as well, seeing their fallen comrades and citizens and residents of Hyrule, who they unfortunately could not save. I don't know, maybe this may be like way too dark of a take to go with the Zelda series, but I'm not holding it against Nintendo or the Zelda team to do something like this, honestly. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is not gonna have Calamity Ganon, it's gonna have Apocalypse Ganon. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. This is just a quick little observation I had, and I thought it was really cool because I've always been wondering, how is this game going to be different from Breath of the Wild? This is one major thing that sets it apart from its prior entry. So let me know in the comments below what you think Tears of the Kingdom is going to be like in terms of its dark tone. You think it's going to be like this, or do you think something entirely different? Let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you give it a like and subscribe for more Tears of the Kingdom content leading up to its release. It really, really helps out the channel, and I appreciate all of you for all the support. And be on the lookout for more Tears of the Kingdom content on the way. I have some really cool ideas for videos, and I'm very excited to put them out. So yeah, anyways, this is Nishquick signing off. Have a great day, and go play some great games today. I'll see you in the next one.